actual cost. You got a slasher deal.
In fact, let me into October. Hold on. No. In 2009 at San Diego Comic-Con, Todd McFarlane had a bunch of these. Like,
Oh, hold on. Sorry.
it's like a preview, haunt preview.
Yeah, seen that on eBay.
How much are they going for?
Like 20-something bucks.
1, 2.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
4, 5, 6, 7.
It's 140,
8,
160.
Signed by all of them.
Nice.
I was like a freak with this, and the cool thing is, this is pretty much this on the back. It's got a blank sketch cover on the back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Those are my favorites.
Yeah.
Sketch, yeah.
So, Shawnee Poo would take some of these and get them sketched by some of my favorite artists. This sketch was done by, oh shoot, he goes by Rob Duenas. In fact, oh my gosh, Rob Duenas is now working at McFarlane. He's doing the baby Spawn. It's going to be coming out very soon. He did this for me.
Oh, look at that.
He did it at a Comic-Con within like an hour, like something and change, and like I can't even do this crap. Like not
Man,
crap.
look at that
It's
photo.
amazing stuff.
Wow,
Like,
look at those sketches.
Awesome.
and then obviously had to have
Cabs
Todd
are
and Robert
insane.
Kirkman sign it.
Wow, man.
You're flexing here, man.
I'm not even done. So Greg Capullo, he did the thumbnails because it was like this. Robert Kirkman, Todd McFarlane, we got this story. They wrote it all out. They wanted to use Ryan Otley as the artist and the interior artist. Well, from what I heard, McFarlane wasn't really pleased with his interior work. So he had Greg Capullo do the roughs and then have Ryan Otley go over and finish the stuff off. So at one event, Ryan Otley was at one of the events in Arizona, so I had to get this.
Ooh. Wow.
That
So
looks
this
good.
was the interior cover, like interior artist, and he is he's worked on Invincible. He's done so many Invincible comics. To me, he's like the artist, but phenomenal. All right, here goes one. It's just signed by all the creators.
All of them. That's awesome.
It even says signed on there.
Wow. That right there makes it.
All
The
right,
certificate
last
of
one.
authenticity.
I promise this is the last one. And it really means a lot to me because I actually sketched it and Todd wrote this.
Wow.
Wow,
That
is
is
cool.
so cool.
So, yeah, it's cool. It's all right, guys. Yeah, it was just an all right story. Better next time.
Nice.
That's amazing, Shawnee Poo. That is
Any
really
questions?
awesome.
You know, I don't-
man.
So when are we ready to spin the wheel for the McFarlane?
Hashtag McFarlane.
Have you done a haunt sketch card yet?
We'll see.
Ooh.
No, I did not do a haunt sketch card. Do you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to go far. I wanted to try to draw every creator. I had this idea for my collectibles and hi everyone, and then Grogu in the background, and maybe have him, Grogu, what are you doing? And Grogu's eating a comic. I had an idea to draw Poof and have him in like a Homer Simpson kind of thing, and just have one button in front of him and him saying, I don't know what button to push. It says Ultra Braille on it.
Oh, that's so cool.
I had ideas. I fell behind, and I'm under the weather a little bit, but it was really fun. I can't wait for Doctor Strange to take a look at what he got. I wish I could have done something for everybody, but does anyone have questions about that McFarlane or comments about the McFarlane story?
I already said my question.
Yeah.
How much you want to sell me one of those signed ones?
Did you sign all of them like in the same go, or did you meet them a couple times to get them all signed?
I met him several different times. I'm talking amazing Arizona Comic-Con. I mean, even some of those you saw had certificates, and that was from his store, so I had to have gotten it done at the store.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't just one stop. This was like a long time.
So cool, man.
Yeah,
Seriously.
I enjoyed the story.
That is a good flex.
Oh, I'm not trying to flex.
No, I'm just kidding.
I just thought it was
cool,
a fun story, and like within the VV collectors, I mean, I've collected the comics. It's very similar. You have the one, the common cover, the uncommon, and so on, and everyone wants that secret rare. And honestly, like, they're secret rares. Like, I don't know. It's crazy the fact that I still hold onto 2 of them, when in reality, most comic book stores would only be able to get 1 of them. Like, really think about that. It's just crazy.
Yeah. Is it the comics are still like that, right, today? The comic book store has to buy a certain amount to unlock another variant.
Yeah.
I think so. I
Yeah.
think so. Some places,
What do they call them? Retailers, right?
yeah, some of the some of the books or the companies like DC, they have like promos where, oh, if you reorder this book, we'll throw this in. There's all kinds of stuff, but for the most part, it's the same thing. It's like you got to buy 10 of these to get 1 of these, and it's difficult for these comic shops, especially I would say right now, right?
Yeah.
It's not easy to purchase every single comic that comes out, let alone these hard to get ones that you got to buy 100 of these copies, and then realistically, am I really going to sell over 100 and whatever copies from the store?
Right.
Yeah. Oh yes, a few times always.
Great point.
Yeah, this is me has met him.
Yeah,
So, yeah. Bones.
yeah, it was cool. Like living in Arizona, Todd's here. And
Yeah,
sometimes, oh shoot, I didn't pull that comic out. Ah. Sometimes there was actually an exclusive to Phoenix Comic-Con. I forgot what year it was, probably 2010 or 11, but Haunt number, I believe 14, has an exclusive, and I was setting up shop. I was going to Comic-Cons already. I was having my table, and better believe I was like, babe, can you watch the table? I gotta go to the McFarlane. And yeah, and it was funny because they put a cap on that stuff. They was like, 10. You can only buy 10. Oh, come on! There's like, I think they only did like 1,000 of them, or I forgot how many. But yeah.
To switch your hat, you go in with a different hat every time, and then just get another 10 every time.
Oh yeah, I should have done that.
Got a black hat and a red shirt.
Yeah, there you go. No one would know.
But
I'll
yeah,
tag team with your wife.
yeah. But the McFarlane thing, like, I really feel bad for selling the stuff because I was the cat lady. I even if it was ripped apart, I would still, oh, you poor little comic. Oh, let's put you in the bag and backboard. Oh yeah, let's put you in here. Oh, there you go. And yeah,
That's called hoarding.
I'm guilty of it, and I'm also guilty of selling some of my my duplicates because hey, it's money. So
Yeah.
So before I moved up here, I accumulated over 15 long boxes of comics. And I don't know, I think that's what, like around 300 per long box. So 300 times 15, whatever that is.
Cool.
I used to have a lot, but when it came time to moving, I had to get rid of quite a bit of my collection.
Yeah, a friend of mine just depleted like 3 or 4 long boxes that he had for like over 20 years of comic book saving. Just because he needed that money nowadays.
Yeah.
It was like it was like a last resort thing. It was sad to see them all go for like way underpriced. We're talking like signatures. We're talking like his favorite guy is Scott Campbell. So like he's got all of Scott Campbell's work.
Scott Campbell's amazing.
Or used to.
Yeah, I was a hardcore J. Scott Campbell fan.
You gotta look up if you don't know, because I don't know it off the top of my head, but it's a very good story about how Scotty Young, since you're a good fan of his, same here, his origin story of how he became Campbell's artist for the new Battle Chasers comic book. And there's like a huge like full circle thing for him. Like, and when he was younger, he met him, and he kept saying for years, I was gonna do one of your covers. And then Battle Chasers left for like 10, 15 years, and then finally came back, and they asked him to do a cover, and it was for him that's like one of your stories for him, for Scotty Young though. Like, Campbell hit me up and asked me to finally, after 15 years, to do a cover, after seeing 15 years of his work go down, you know.
Yeah.
And my buddy, I got to see those in person as well. Those are some cool comic books. Very cool stuff. Yeah, I didn't start collecting any comic books until probably, I'd say, a year or two after being in the BB. I eventually started picking up a couple. What did I pick? I picked up like It's Jeff. I picked up that recently, and the Scotty Young variants of a couple of these other ones. I definitely picked up Spider-Boy. Huge inspiration and role model is Spider-Man for me. It's like one of the best, coolest designs ever be created for me. Like the way they designed his limbs to kind of mimic spider legs and stuff. Very skinny, very long. It's a very cool idea, and it's resonated big time with me. And then I saw Ramos come out with the drawings for that Spider-Boy, and my buddy was like, hey, I know you love Spider-Man, but check this new character out. And that was the first time I was like, I'm buying 5-6 variants right now today. And I went on eBay, and I had to buy them because my local comic book shops don't get anything. They had like the first 2 covers, that's it. And I got lucky and picked up a couple of the originals of the Spider-Boy, not the Ramos variant cover, the secret cover, but they're the A cover. Yeah. And it just it skyrocketed a little bit, you know, after it came out, and I flipped a couple of those myself, and I kept the best looking one. But man, I picked them up for like $3.99 at the store. I was selling them for like $30-$40 a piece.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. And that's just like you. Like every once in a while, you get these little gems, and you feel good because you're at the forefront of it. There's so many times you look back and go, "Dang man, I was right there. I had $40. I could have spent it at that time, but I didn't know about it because there's so much stuff to follow nowadays. You can't follow it all." And when you hit some gems, like, and you get it, and you're like, oh dude, it just feels good to be in the front sometimes.
So I do have some news. The McFarlane store, so the Chandler location that closed, and they moved it to the Glendale, Arizona, and that location closed down. I don't know what happened with it, but he was replaced with a yarn store.
A yarn store?
Serious.
A yawn store.
I thought you meant yawn.
You guys do not
Fabric store.
You guys don't know how disappointed a lot of the Arizonan McFarlane collectors were, because that was a cool spot to go to, especially when he would have his signings. Get to meet him and say, hey, Todd, man, or Mr. McFarlane, thank you so much, man. It's so cool. But hey, Arizona, that's where Todd is, and every so often, I think he still does convention stuff. I don't know if he's doing the Phoenix one, but you see him around at San Diego and New York. So,
anyways, guys, I gotta hop. It's getting a little later over here, but Sean, happy birthday again. Hopefully you had a great day, and it looks like you spent it with all the fam, so that's fun. Yep. Ronnie, great to meet you.
Man.
Face to face. I know I've seen you on streams, and you've seen us. But give you some punches for the road.
Right here, man.
And Anno D, always a pleasure.
Thanks,
Guys,
Joe.
We'll
Have a
see
good
you
night.
in the next one.
Thank you,
you guys.
Superstar Joe.
Take care.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Superstar Money. Take a look at them.